90% of traders actually failed your prop firm challenge, let alone get a payout. But in this video, I am going to teach you step by step exactly how to go from failing funded accounts and being in the 90% to consistently passing funded accounts and getting payouts. This is the same system that my student Riley used to pass his funded account and get a $1,700 payout in only 30 days of working with me. And also, stay to the end of this video because I have a special giveaway going on and you could potentially win a free 50K funded account. But let's get right into this video. You have to understand that when you're trying to pass your prop firm accounts, a lot of you are going in with no system and no structure on how it is that you're going to pass your prop firm accounts. So I want to break it down for you. Let's give an example, right? Let's say you're going in with a 50K funded account. On that 50K funded account, you have to understand the rules of the prop firm that you're trading with. Let's say they give you a drawdown. If you're using a prop firm like Alpha Futures or Tradeify or prop firms like that, use code DAY at checkout for 10% off or 15% off, depending on which firm you're using. They always usually give you a drawdown of $2,000. Now you have to ask yourself when you're taking these challenges, what is my risk tolerance with this challenge? So I usually like to recommend my students to have a budget of about $500. If you have a budget of about $500 and you're going in with a 50K funded account, if you use code DAY, you could potentially get an Alpha Futures 50K funded account for about $70 to $80, depending on what type of discount that they got going on. So with $70 to $80 and you have a total budget of $500, you can pretty much say that your risk tolerance on this account is pretty high, right? Since your risk tolerance on this account is pretty high, what I like to do is I like to divide the drawdown into two. This is the riskiest and most aggressive way to pass your funded account. And also, I'll also be breaking down if you're a little bit more conservative. So if I divide the drawdown into two, this account right here is sitting at 1,000 and this is sitting at 8,000. This is how much I will risk per trade. In this situation, I have taken out a budget of $500. I have currently risked $70. I am not risking $1,000 on these accounts. You have to understand that. I am merely risking only $70. So when I am dividing my drawdown into two, I have two trades to blow the account. This is a systematic approach to passing these accounts relatively quickly. Okay, now you might be wondering, what are you aiming for a TP, right? Usually you have a TP of, they tell you that you have a drawdown of 2,000 and then you have to get a profit target of 3,000. This is what I like to do because it's different in each stage, right? From 2,000 to 3,000, if you were to get into a trade risking all 2,000, how much do you have to go when it comes to TP for you to actually get to 3,000? It's a profit factor of 1.5. 2,000 times 1.5 will give you 3,000. That is exactly the risk to reward ratio that you have to be going for your trade. They don't teach y'all this. Nobody's teaching y'all this. I want you to risk $1,000 and go for 1,500. So you have a risk to reward of a 1 to 1.5. If you do this in two trades, if both of those trades hit, you will pass your prop firm account. That is how I do it. That is only if they don't necessarily have consistency rules and all of that stuff. But even if they have consistency rules on the 50K account, it should be fine because sometimes your consistency rule is 50%, but if your consistency rule is, let's say, 40%, then I would advise you to just, and it's underneath the 1 to 1.5 RR, I'll advise you to just aim for the highest amount that you can make on that day. So if the consistency rule is 40%, I want you to aim for that 40%, hit it on that day, and nothing more, nothing less. If there is no consistency rule, go for a 1 to 1.5 RR. That is how much you should be risking when you are super aggressive on these accounts. Divide your drawdown into two, whatever max drawdown you have and the profit target that you're aiming for, find the RR difference between your drawdown and profit target. So for example, 150K account, they give you a max drawdown of 4,500, but then they give you a profit target of 9,000. The risk to reward ratio between these two is a 2x. So because it is a 2x, I'm going to divide my profit target into two. So that is 2250. You're risking $2,250 per trade on your 150K account, but you're not going for a 1 to 1.5. You're going for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So you should make 4,500 and 4,500. Risk to reward ratio of a 1 to 2. Why are we going for a risk to reward ratio of a 1 to 2? Because our drawdown is 4,500 and our profit target is 9,000. This is the best way to pass your prop firm account. Now, if there are consistency rule, let's say there's a 40% your consistency rule or something like that, you do 9,000 times 40% is 3,600, then you just simply aim for 3,600, the max it'll give you, but you're still going to risk the 2,250. So if there's a consistency rule, always aim for the exact number the consistency rule is. Each trade should be hitting that consistency rule till you pass. If there's no consistency rule, divide your profit target by the max drawdown, and that is how much each trade, your RR should be for each trade. Okay, Dave, what if I'm very conservative and I actually don't want to lose my challenge? You have to understand that it'll take you longer to pass your prop firm account, but that's okay. Now on your 50K account, divide the drawdown into 4. Risk 500, $500 per trade. The drawdown is still 2,000 and the profit target is still 3,000. This is still a 1 to 1.5x. You're going to risk 500 per trade and you're going to multiply everything by 1 to 1.5. And that is your RR. 750, 750, 750, 750. Congratulations, you have passed your prop firm account. Now, this method will roughly take you about 2 weeks. This is you being conservative. What are the chances that you're going to lose 4 trades in a row? And guess what though? Even if you do, it was only $70. If you use code DAY at checkout, it was only $70 to buy the prop firm. You have a budget of 500. One of these will hit. It'll hit. If y'all are still here and if y'all are still watching me as I'm dropping some gems, remember, stay tuned to the end because I'll also teach you and show you how you can get one of these prop firm accounts with Alpha Futures completely for free. Let me show you some chart examples. Let's say you're trying to pass your prop firm account. With the session liquidity model that I taught you in the free course is launching on my YouTube channel sometime this week. Be on the lookout for that. And I'll be diving deep and showing you exactly my full strategy. But in this video, I'll show you just a little sneak peek. Let's say you're trying to pass your prop firm account and you're using the session liquidity model. We mark out all our session opens, 7, 1, and 19. This right here is a session high. We get a sweep of the session high, we get an inversion, fair value gap, all the fun stuff, boom. Once we get the inversion, we get into our short position, stop loss above the candle that caused the inversion, and we're simply going to go, if it's a 50K account, we're going to risk $500 on this trade if you're conservative. You're going to risk $1,000 on this trade if you're aggressive, and you're going to go for a 1.5 risk to reward ratio. I'm not gonna go for this low. I'm simply going for my 1 to 1.5. No break even, no partials, no anything. It's TP or stop loss. If you do it this way, you will pass your prop firm account. Okay, let's say you're going for a 100K account or a 150K account where the drawdown is a multiplier of 2x. Then we would simply be going for a 1 to 2. Both trades would have hit. All you simply need to do is, if you're aggressive, find 2 of these setups. If you're trading the session liquidity model, it gives you these setups pretty much every day. Find 2 of these setups, follow the same systematic approach I gave you, and you will pass your prop firm account. Why? Because it is a system. It works for everybody. It doesn't just work for one person and not the other. This is the same system that Carlos used to go from unprofitable to profitable in 30 days. This is the same system that Riley used to go from unprofitable to profitable and a $1,700 payout in also 30 days, because it works. But with that being said, that's pretty much everything that I have for y'all. You might be wondering, Day, you promised us a funded account and you said it was gonna be free. How can I get my free funded account? For you to qualify for the funded account, number 1, you have to please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you have your bell notifications on. Number 2, you also have to make sure that you're following me on Instagram at DayTrades, DAETRADEZ. And number 3, fill out the application in the description down below. I am hosting a giveaway and I'll be announcing the winner very, very shortly. So make sure that you follow me on all platforms so you can see if you win. And if you do win, I'll be reaching out to you personally to give you access to your funded account. I appreciate y'all thank you for watching this video to the end. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all boys in the next video.